All right, guys. So for this last week, I spent 6 days in Texas, in Austin and Houston. I went to the Lodge Poker Club, of course. I went to TCH Austin. I went down to Houston. I went to TCH Houston. I went to the Legends in Houston. And I went to the Champions Club in Houston. And I'm going to give you a review of all the clubs that I went to. But stay tuned and I'll tell you which is my favorite. Well, guys, I made it. Austin Airport, or Indianapolis Airport to Austin here. Scooter wouldn't work this morning because it was so damn cold out. So, surprised I was afraid I'd miss my flight. Go from there. On the plane, getting ready to go to Austin. Here at the Lodge. Sitting here playing some PLO. So, yes, we were here at the Lodge Card Club. It's chilly out here today. It's chilly. So I had a good session. I won money. Bought it for 3, cashed out for about 1,000. And yeah, it was the hold'em was actually crazier than the PLO. Of course, I made more at the PLO. PLO was kind of a standard PLO game. You had some shorties in there that didn't know what they were doing, and then some guys that were deeper that it seemed like they did. I started on a real heater at PLO, which is helpful. I won twice on a double board bomb pot where the guy called me for, hold'em. I have to adjust and see what they're doing on the hold'em, because I had guys like, I had queens. I raised under the gun, and the guy shipped for $700. And I'm like, I fold. I mean, he could have ace king, but I don't understand what he's doing. Why would you even do that? I'm not going to flip for that much. If I'm lucky, I'm probably flipping. I mean, I just sat down at the table too, so I didn't know how he played. But anyway, it's just some silly stuff. I saw one guy, he called the raise in 9-5 offsuit, Asian guy. And I guess the money didn't matter to him, but he was, gosh darn it, stupid little car. He basically had 9-5 off. He had top pair. The pot was like $30. He shoved all in for 100. And I had king 9, just top pair. And I thought about it, and I called, and I was good. And I was like, he's like, why'd you think so long? You had top pair. I'm like, dude, it was all right. All right, so we're getting ready for the PLO tournament here. It's 1-2 PLO, straddled to 10, re-straddled to 20. Everybody calls. I'm in the big blind with ace 4 double suited. I pot it. Everybody calls. And long story short, I lost. Here for the vlog, Andrew. Go blue, baby. Say go blue.
Go green, go white. Is that no. Already?
And he didn't come through at all for me. So, first break of the PLO tournament here. I basically went out on, I had eject 10-9-9, eject 10-10-9 in my hand. Got it really small on the flop. It was really weak, and a king like 6-4 board, king 6-7 board, I think it was. So he bet. I called just for a backdoor. I don't know why I called, but it was just because it was so weak and it looked weak. And the big blind called. Turn was a king, which gives me a monster wrap. I mean, not a monster wrap, but a wrap. And then, of course, the 10, I feel is good if it comes. So I lead out, and the guy thinks about it, hems and haws. He's not sure he wants to call. And then he calls. The river completed the front door straight. I believe it was. Okay, 3 came in. So, but the main thing was he looked so weak. Calling the turn, he didn't want to call the turn. That, I don't know, I thought maybe he hit the king, but just because he seemed so weak calling the turn, I jammed all in on the river, and he hemmed and hawed and fought forever, and he ended up calling with top 2, which is kind of what I was representing, basically. This is the kind of food they serve here. It's next door to the poker room. Looks pretty good. Well, I next to me, so, I'm going to park over here. So, yeah, it's not a good day overall, expensive day overall. Sure hope tomorrow's better. Yesterday, guys, was a expensive, terrible day. Lost money, and then I ended up coming back and lost even more. Explained that last night. New day today. Hopefully today I'd run and just play more. I don't... Oh, we're first break at the $500,000 guarantee tournament. Boy, I started out, I was getting really frustrated because I'd be getting hands that are pretty good. And, limp comes around to me, pocket eights or something. And I don't know, there's just... the guy kept limp calling and hitting trips and winning on me, and it was getting a little frustrating. And then my tens, I can't. That's weird. You get a lot of limping, a lot of flatting with good hands that will not fold to like a jam or a 3-bet or will re-jam. Like these older guys, they like their hands, they'll call with it and go with it, but they don't raise their 3-bet, which is, I don't know, not really the right way to play it. Well, guys, I got knocked out. Not very far away from the money either. They say this is a great structure. It's not. Because the blinds go up pretty quick. And it's only half-hour levels. And the antes start right away. So, but I was sitting great. I was sitting double the average. And then I had one hand. I think Queen Jack hearts. Queen Jack suited. I need to start 3-betting that. This is a 3-betting hand. Cash game. I needed... I should have just opened like normal. So, number 1, 3-bet. Number 2, just open like normal. And then, again, I should have 3-bet with Queen Jack suited. Those are the 2 hands that cost me all my chips. So, guy in early position. Black guy raises. I just call. And Mr. 3-better, and it's the same guy with the Ace Jack who 3-bet with Ace Jack and called my 4-bet all in. He 3-bets every fucking hand on the button. Especially if there's this is going to be the hand that knocked me out. Means I probably should have just folded, but I called. Flop comes Queen Jack Deuce. And I flop top 2. And guy turns around and Queen Jack Deuce with 2 diamonds, Queen of diamonds, Jack of diamonds. Check to him. I flop top 2, so he's betting no matter what. He bets. Guy folds, I go all in with top 2. He calls. He has ace 5 of diamonds, so yeah, like I said, he 3-bets with anything. Ace 5 of diamonds is the nuts to him. Ace Jack is the nuts to him versus a 4-bet. I mean, and the luck box hits a diamond on the river. I flop top 2 and he hits a diamond. Guys, next up, TCH Social. Let's check it out. So here's TCH Social. Got the game going. Well, guys, this place sucks. To be honest with you, I'm not impressed at all. The room itself is very nice, but the people aren't friendly. The guys are just, everyone's miserable. There's no fucking action at all. The 1-2 game, like, people raised to 6 and everyone folds. So I went to 2-5. Again, very tight. I mean, it was more money, but it was still tight. I don't know. And then I played double board PLO bomb pot, and it was like playing bad Pai Gow, where you go up $100 and then dribble it away, and go up $100 and dribble it away. There was literally no action here. So it's a really nice room, but it's not even in the same ballpark as the Lodge. So I'm not sure why. It is a nicer room, for sure. Just the looks of it. But it's not going to make money here. I didn't make a nickel. Here we are. And here's what the room looks like. Okay. Alright, guys, my impression of Legends. Nothing too exciting. The tables are kind of small. It wasn't really nothing exciting. I did play PLO. The PLO had like half the players had only like $100 in front of them. So it was just like raise to 40, 100, everyone calls. It was like just pure gambling. Which is not really the PLO I like. They did have like 5 people that had, probably half the table had a decent stack. And the other half were just $100 shorties, just shoveling all their money in. So I bought it for 300 and then 200 and then 200 and 200. And I lost like, I lose $700. And it was just, it wasn't fun for me, but probably mainly because I just ran bad. I mean, I sat down, got stacked by anything. So, made money this morning. Things went pretty well this morning, and I pretty much lost everything I made this morning in this Legends Poker for like 20 minutes. And honestly, it was running bad more than anything. In the 1-2 game, you want to buy in. Usually in a 1-2 game, for $200, you have a little bit of play. Here, you really don't. But there are a lot of shorties, too. But I'd buy in for at least 500, and then the shorties just ruin the game because you raise, and then all the shorties go only for $100, and then it turns more into a game of bingo, which is something I'm not a big fan of. It happens in PLO, but I never like that. So that's it, guys. We're going to turn around and check out the TCH Houston. It's like, seriously, this isn't even a row, guys. Look how bad this is. How is this? And then it was even worse back there. I mean, it's ridiculous. So this is the TCH. Like any other card room. Okay, my opinion of the TCH in Houston. It was a tight game overall, honestly. There was a little action, there was some bad play, but for the most part, people were tight, so you could actually run bluffs. I ran a couple really big bluffs that I liked that I ran, and every time it worked. Every time I tried running a bluff, it worked pretty much. I'm careful about running bluffs, of course, in these types of games, in any, lower level game, because most people don't fold, but a couple bluffs I ran did work. And one guy it was a paired board, 6-5-5 or something. I raised, he 3-bet, I called. All I had was pocket fours. He bet big on the flop. I called, check called. So I'm not going to fold the pair yet. Pocket pair on a paired board, and turn was like jack, and a river was in king, and I figured he'd probably stab at the river. He didn't stab, and I shoved my fours, and I was good. So I don't know what he had, maybe ace queen, but and then I had a nice bluff that I ran that was second to the last act. The guy right on my right, he bet on a king 5 deuce board. I had 5-4 suited. I called a second pair, and one other guy called, everyone else folded, and then an 8 came on the turn, which brought in 6-7. The obvious open-ender came in, and it got checked to me, and I felt like I could rep it, so I bet pretty big. It was like $65 or something, and the guy called, and then the other guy folded, the original better. And the river was a blank, I think it was another 8, and he checked, and I just felt like he wasn't that strong. I could bluff him off it. So I bet 125, and he folded pretty quickly. So kind of liked that I turned my hand into a bluff there. So stay tuned. So far at the Champions Club, we'll see what the rooms are like. I'm pretty impressed. They had valet parking, which was free. And there's a hallway as I'm going to my room. And I look down. You can see right down there. There, see? Guys playing poker down there. So, let's go right down here in the room. So it smells a little stuffy in here. I don't know. I'm more sensitive than most people to anything, but the room itself looks nice, as you can see. We're going to check out the action next. Let me show you the little poker room they got here. Beep. All right, guys. So, real quick, the Champions Club. I got a hat from them. $20. Advertised for them, I guess. This is a really nice room. Nice hotel. Really good food. Very comfortable. A+ all the way around. The game was, I mean, they only had 2 tables going, one PLO and one 1-3, which is the 1-3 hold'em was every orbit and every dealer change. Every dealer change was a double board bomb pot, but there's a 200 max on the most you could bet, which I thought was weird, like altogether. But then the PLO round, which is every orbit, that's not capped. So that's just a regular round of PLO. So once every orbit, it's a PLO, and then other times it's hold'em. And a lot of fish. Most people don't know how to play PLO at all. Yeah, good game. Not as much action as the Lodge right now during this tournament series, but still a decent game. I made some money, so, and the room is really nice, and the room is really pretty. The tables are really nice, and like I said, the rooms are nice. So I definitely recommend this place to check it out. So I'm glad I drove to Houston to check it out. So guys, the day before I'm leaving, it decides to become beautiful out. It's like 65 and sunny. It's really nice outside. Champions Club, man, that's my favorite club in Houston. Probably my favorite club, period. Cause all right, guys, so check this place out. Look at this. Now this ice cream. Back is killing me. Family pool hall. Probably was a pool hall at one time when they added poker for money reasons. A lot of places have done that in the past. So here it is. It's a small place. This is the 101 poker. All right, the Scoop on 101 poker in Houston, Texas. The room you can see is nothing real exciting. It's not very big. I really thought it would be bigger the way everyone talks about it. It's okay. I mean, the tables were not that nice. The hold'em, I started with a hold'em action, and most people didn't even want to play the bomb pot, and they're forced to play every orbit around a PLO. And most people don't know how to play PLO, and most people don't want to play the bomb pot. So that kind of tells you what the hold'em game is like, which is, it's very nitty. Older guys, no action really. I mean, it was pretty disappointing. I only was there for 10 minutes, and he asked if I wanted PLO, and I said yes. So I switched to PLO. The PLO was pretty good. The thing I liked about the PLO is everyone was deep stacked. So everyone's got typically at least 500 to 1,000 in front of them, which means there's none of this silly short stack shoving. And when people open, they open to full, 15, 20, 25. So it's a bigger game. It's more like a PLO game should be. And there's a lot of play after the flop, etc., which is what I like. I don't like all the shorties just shoving and flipping, I like some actual play after the flop. So, and that's what this was. Action was pretty good. The PLO action was pretty good. They're all deep stack, so it was a PLO game that I would like to play personally. It probably wasn't as much action as Legends or as many bad players, but it was not a bunch of shorties just gambling, shoveling, and all in pre either. So it depends what you like. If you like that, then go to Legends, but I don't like that myself. So, and I won one big hand. That's my review. Okay, I blame Tony for talking to him, and I blame Brian for wishing me good luck. I don't know. I'll blame somebody. I just was not my day today.